What's up, everyone? We are live. How's it going? Got the classic trolling from Taylor in here, which I always appreciate. Birdseye, Kevin, Wednesday. How's it going, everyone? Perfy. Yo, okay, so so my wife was talking to me before the stream started. She was asking who I covered up in the photo for the thumbnail. And I said, oh, that's Perfy. She said, why'd you cover up Perfy? Of all people. I just centered the photo. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. It's just the title's always in the corner. So it just happened to cover you up, but I'm sorry. How is everyone doing tonight here, though? It's great to have a few people. I know this is going to be like it's kind of a different stream, right? This isn't like this isn't like opening cases of Phantom Monarchs or anything. We're just going to be chilling a little bit. Let me know if audio is okay. There were some mic adjustments that I've done since the last live stream, so definitely curious if mic all sounds good. And Taylor, I am here now, so you can relax a little bit. Let's see. We're gonna get ready to transition over to here when it's time. Yeah, I think I got everything rocking and rolling here. So we are going to be digging into stuff. We're going to be digging into Japan stuff. We're going to talk about the trip. So I would have loved to do this stream like a little bit closer to when we got back, because we got back right before Thanksgiving here. So when was that? November 24th? 25th is when we got back. So November 25th. So yeah, so I mean, it's been a good like 20 days or so back, but man, had to catch up after the long trip, and then we had Phantom Monarchs and all sorts of stuff to do. But I've been holding on to these goodies, which I left over there. Yeah, that's fair, Bobo. That makes sense. And thank you, Kevin, for letting me know how everything is looking. But yeah, I've got all sorts of little goodies that we're gonna be showing off today. Hang on, let me go grab that. Let me grab the bag. I kept it too far away from me. All right, there we go. We got our Alice bag from Ascent Aki, and there's a lot of stuff in here. So, yeah, so for people who don't know, I think we mostly have like a GA audience in the chat here. So you all know that Ascent Akihabara took place, largest Grand Archive event that's been held yet. Was a fantastic event. I mean, were there things that could have gone better? Of course there were, but still. Had a good time. I think one of my lights has changed location slightly, and now it's glaring a little bit, but oh well. I'm not going to deal with it. We'll figure it out later. But in addition to going to Akihabara, we spent 12 days total in Japan, so we did all sorts of stuff. And just, checking out the city. It's crazy. Tokyo's crazy. Got to spend 1 day in Kyoto, which I would recommend spending more than 1 day in Kyoto. But it was cool nonetheless. And while we're there, I was picking up all sorts of like little trinkets, little whatsits, little tchotchkes. We did so many like gachas. So many gachapons. Had to keep putting the coins in and spinning them because I wanted to. So we're gonna looking at a few things today. I'm just gonna show you guys all a little gacha stuff that I got, other little things, and then we do have. I guess let me pull this out now. Whoops, I threw something on the ground. So the very exciting thing. Oh, this is just candy. Whoops. Some candy here. Here we go. This bag. I do have a box of Upside Down, Dandadan, Weiss Schwarz in Japanese, which will just be a fun thing to open at some point tonight. Along with a couple other like weird packs. There'd be, whoa, out of focus, Dan. Hey, what the? Get out of here. Hello? Totally went out of focus after I did that. That is crazy. Camera, please. Camera, do you... Okay. There we go. Very stubborn camera. Kevin, we had to buy a new suitcase from a 24/7 in Aki the night before you flew home because you underestimated the amount of stuff you were bringing back. Yeah. We did too. I mean, I'm not going to show like all the clothes and stuff that we got. We went to the flagship Uniqlo, which is in Ginza, with Tyler and Clem, Once in Love, and Clem, Once in Love, the host of Ascents, many Ascents, and Clem, another caster. So we met with them and then went there, and we bought a ton of stuff there. I mean, I can't even like recount the number of places that we shopped for stuff. We did a lot of our Christmas shopping while we were there, just finding like cool things for people. Yeah, sorry, no Uniqlo fashion show. I don't know if I'm even... I mean, the big thing you guys saw, if you saw the video, the Grand Archive video I did recently, I was wearing a Psyduck shirt. The one about why I stuck with GA. I was wearing a Psyduck shirt from Uniqlo. That shirt is amazing. I love that shirt. It says, already forgot on it, and has a picture of Psyduck. I did pick that up while we were there. But... yeah, I don't know. Let's just dig in. Like, let me just show you some of the other nonsense. So I'll just go ahead and transition over to the camera here. So yeah, here's our Dandadan box, which we'll get to once we're done kind of showing off other stuff. Actually, hang on. Let's transition back for a sec, because this will be easier to show here. Okay, before we go there, actually. So one of my favorite things that happened was I played the little game with the cosplayers at Ascent, who these were cosplayers playing Distorted Reflections characters like Spirel and Cheshire Cat, Mad Hatter, and Snow White, and one other. I'm blanking on who the last one was. March Hare. So they were doing a game, and you could win this playmat, and I won on my second try with the game. So this game was like a really silly game where they had basically 5 objects, and they had like tiny versions of these objects and then big versions of the objects. They were like a teacup and a kettle and, just like little like tea party items. And they would... covered up, they had the small versions that they would arrange, and so they would like mix them up, and everyone would sit down and you had to give them a side event ticket to play, and then they would mix them up, and you would try and move things around to try and create the order of the items that they had hidden behind their little screen thing. And if, depending on the number of moves it took you, once you got them all correct, you would get a prize of some kind. I don't think I have all of the prizes because I played it twice. The first time it took me like 6 moves or something because I didn't understand that you could move like multiple things in a single move. I just like swapped one thing and I was like, all right. And it was really hard to, they didn't really speak English. So it was kind of fun to try and communicate, but I just switched one thing and I would look at them like, eh? And they're like, no. And I switched just like 2 things again. Swap places and like, no. I'm like, man, this is so hard. And then Silidar, who's making me do it, leaned over and said, you can do more than one thing at once. I'm like, oh, that's way easier. Super difficult if you only swap 2 things at once. But then they took pity on me and they locked, I got one thing right, and then they showed me which one it was rather than just saying I had one thing right. So then I only had 4 things to work with. And then I was able to get it after that. But man, I was like, I was really not doing well. The second time I went to play, I arranged the items and they said I had 3 right. And then I just took the items at the... Oh, sorry, they said I had 2 right. They said I had 2 right. And I took the items, the one on the left side and then the 2 on the right. And I just, like, shifted them. And then I got it all perfectly correct. In the one single movement after my, like, initial placement. Which was wild. And so on that second try, I was able to get this. This playmat is absolutely unhinged. I think this playmat is so crazy. It's really funny because it's just like crazy colors and nonsense. And it says Ascent Akihabara on it. And it's got like the different like suited characters, but drawn kind of like in a different anime style. And it's really, I think it's really funny. So I really like this playmat. This is like the little souvenir that I'm definitely gonna hold on to because I think it's really cool. Wait, Perfy, you said you're used to what now? Doing you a disservice, covering your face? What the? Come on, that's not true. Oh no. Anyway, so that was kind of a fun thing that happened. So I just had to mention that. Juby was there. So Juby is one of the artists as well for the game, and Juby was signing and doing artwork. So speaking of Perfy, Perfy was a god, and I didn't really have a good chance to dig in, and I didn't want to like abuse my power and just go ahead of people since I did have like a staff badge. But Perfy went in line for me, and with Juby got a Shikishi done. So if you guys don't know what that is, let me go grab it. It's right behind me now. So Juby is like crazy, super good artist. Juby did. Wait a sec. I think you have it here. Yeah, you guys might be familiar with the Frosthorn Paladin. I can swap over now. I think we'll swap over to the. Yeah, the matching game was hard, Perfy. That was like it was quite difficult. I was very lucky. So you guys have seen probably the Frosthorn Paladin Creators Guild artwork. So Juby did that. This is Juby's name here. And you see this name a lot because Juby's done like a ton of the champions, a lot of art that people love. And so I had Juby do a Shikishi, thanks to Perfy for getting this done. He was like a huge all-star, like usual. I mean, like Perfy usually is. Of the Frosthorn Paladin, which I just felt like was quite appropriate, just because, you know, I'm very honored to be in the Creators Guild, and so I wanted to really rep that and have something I could put in the studio to rep it, so I can play my Frosthorn Paladins, because that's what I really like. Yeah, Perfy. It turned out super good, and yeah, Kevin, like it's a relatively rare playmat. It was only at Ascent Akihabara. You had to make time, give them a side event ticket, and then win the game in under 5 moves. 5 moves or under. So, yeah, the eyes are really nice. So these Shikishis, they're just these like little art boards that that artists do often at like conventions. It's a very big like anime artist thing. Yeah, so they're kind of just like cool little commissioned pieces you can get from. It's a lot like getting artist proofs done. It's just not necessarily game specific. And in this case, it's a bit of a larger item so that I can put it in the backdrop, which is where it resides now. And rep that a little bit. So really stoked with how it turned out. It's incredible. She wrote it was at Akihabara here, which is super cool. Like how the plastic is the curio foiling effect. I know, right? It's really cool. It gives it the fractured foil look, which is also just super appropriate, you know, for the art in general. But yeah, love that. Again, just shout out to Perfy. That was amazing. Oh, I'm getting wrapped up in this now. There we go. So, let's see. In addition, I got 2 other things from Juby, which are Once in Love was arranging just like getting everyone who was on the production team got to get 2 signatures as well, which was really cool of them to do. So I actually had a couple deck box signed, so you get to see some more of Juby's art, but Juby signed the Guoja box. Juby did Guoja's level 1 and 3, and then another friend of ours, Gyul, did level 2. So that's pretty neat. Got that. And then also I got Jin because I like Jin also. So I got the Jin box and the Guoja box signed. And I actually already had the Kongming box signed in Singapore, Ascent Singapore. When we went there, Juby was there also. So those were all really cool. I loved getting that all done. I like getting the deck box signatures because they're just they're just fun little, like, I'm going to hold on to the deck boxes. They don't cover up art or anything. They are just, I feel like a really nice place just to get a little memento of being at the event, meeting the artist, whatever. Yeah, got those done. Here's something I picked up too. So at Ascent Akihabara, they had these medal counters for Grand Archive, and there's apparently a bunch of different ones, and I haven't opened it yet. I just figured let's open it on stream and let's see which counters I get here. The big ones in these counter kits are usually you want Imbued is a good one. I'd love to get the Distant counter. That'd be really sick. Buff, debuff, durability, obviously the really useful ones. You kind of want to miss Wither, the ones that are like less useful. I don't know, Glimmer maybe, Fostered. Ephemeral's good. That one's used a lot. So I haven't opened mine yet. I don't know what you guys got for people who were there. Like, I know Kevin, Perfy, you were there. Birds, I wonder which art came first for Guoja. It's a really good question. I've wondered that as well. I did ask Gyul about it when we had Gyul up here in Fargo for, oh, you were there, Birdseye, for one of our regionals. I'm pretty sure you were at that one. And I asked Gyul about it, and Gyul, I was just like, why did you only do 1 level? And Gyul just said, well, that's because that's what they asked me to do. So I don't fully know. I would assume, based on that, maybe Juby did those first, and maybe Juby only had room for so many, so they had Gyul do 1, or I don't totally know what happened. It's interesting though, because Guoja is very much up Gyul's like style. Guoja as a character is has a younger girl appearance, and Gyul does a lot of those. So Glimmer counters are big gaming for Fractals gamers since you only need the 1. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, let me, oh no, did I misplace my knife? No, I think I have it here. Or my scissors. My golden scissors are somewhere, and my knife is somewhere. I am so unprepared for this. Even though I had extra setup time. I have a screwdriver. This is a terrible idea. We're not going to do that. I see my scissors. I'm going to grab them. Okay. Okay. We're good. We are good. Burby, I've seen fire fractals with 8 glimmer counters. Bobo. Well, yeah, I mean, fire fractals is like a different deck, right? Unless you're like fire fractals with Imperial Seal burst asunder. Huh? Wednesday, your scissors are on the corner of the desk. I found them. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, let's see which ones I got. I don't know. Hopefully I got some sweet ones, so I can start using these. I want Distant the most, I think. Distant. Distant, and wait, does this have Fracturized or anything like that? No, they don't make these for Fracturized. No, okay. Yeah, Imbued and Distant are probably my top hits. How do you even... Oh, there we go. Okay. And we got... Yo, we got Distant. Nice. Okay, so it looks like we got Durability. We did get Wither. We got Distant, and we got Fostered. So these two are kind of whatever, but This distant one. Nice. That's sick. That's Glimmer? That's not Wither. It's got the little... Oh, I guess it's got sparkles on it. I figured the flower was... Oh, it's not like a withering flower, though. That's Glimmer. Okay. Okay, thanks. Thanks, folks. That makes sense. Yeah, it's got sparkles, and it's not like a dying flower, so I don't know why I would assume that was Wither. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, great. Well, yeah, Glimmer and Distant are awesome. Fostered, trust. RDO. Fostered is going to be huge, huge gaming. Perfy, you're right. I should have named the exact 4 I wanted. I just said I was going to be happy with Distant. So, yeah, that's great. I'm going to start Distant gaming more, even more than I currently am, which is plenty already. Yo, Diana's happy with both durability and Distant. That's great. Cool. Yeah, I love these. I think they're so fun. They're cool just to have. They have nice board presence. They're huge. They're hard to miss. They look really pretty. Good thing I learned that's Glimmer now instead of casting. They don't use these, at least not yet, for the stream games. Maybe they will at some point, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have figured out what they were when they put the counters on Dao-chan. I'm like, wow, Dao-chan withered herself. That was crazy. Or they put Glimmer counters on that object. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't screw that up. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I have that's not interesting. Ooh, I got to swipe a judge pen. I got a judge pen. Let's go. It says Grand Archive on it. Okay, let's talk about gachas. Folks, do you realize how many gacha machines they have in Japan? It's crazy. Oh, there's a sticker in here that I just found in my bag that was actually from Star Wars Galactic Championships. This was not from a gacha machine in Japan. Kevin, you gave me a pen. I brought the notebook with me. I was using the notebook, but if you gave me a pen, I don't know where it went. Sorry. That's my bad. I haven't given the pen a shot yet. I will have to. Oh, okay. So here, this wasn't from a gacha machine either, but I got Priscilla from the Path of Silver Redemption. So I have 2 of these now. I have Priscilla and wait, which is the other one I have? Shira? I think I have Priscilla and Shira. I think those are the 2 I have. Kevin, I'm sorry. I don't know where the pen went. It disappeared. It disappeared. Also, I got a candy from someone. Who gave me this? Someone gave me a candy. I don't remember who did it. I would not be shocked, Bobo, if that's the GDP of Japan. That's the entire GDP even. That's crazy. Well, that and like Nintendo and Sony, I guess. I'm gonna eat this though, is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna eat this thing. All right, folks. We're eating a Japanese chocolate wafer, and it's got a ship on it. Will you focus on the ship? Look at that. And it's like melting in my fingers, so I'm gonna have to wipe my hands after this. These are in the VIP room? Sick. It's good. Thanks, Perfy. I did not get a lot of chance to look around in the VIP room. It was kind of a busy event. I don't know if you guys caught that. But yeah, I missaid those were there, but someone, it might have been Clem, just had it in her pocket or something and handed it to me. But it was good. I would rate that chocolate I don't know. It's fine. Like, it wasn't crazy. It's like I Probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? Pachinko is legal gambling, though. You don't really gamble with real money. So I skipped all the pachinko. I wasn't looking at pachinko. Thank you, Perfy. Thank you for saying that. It is, there's a lot that goes into it, and that's probably not recognized by a lot of people, but I also think a lot of people do recognize it as well. So I appreciate that, though. All right. So yeah, I didn't expect to find a candy there, but there you go. What else do we have here? All right. So here, we'll break them. We'll break these out of their cages while we're doing this. So the first one we're going to look at is this kick-ass Slowpoke. I found this gacha. I only found this gacha in like one place, and it was in the Pokemon Center. Pokemon Center, I think Ginza? I think Ginza was where that one was. And I did this gacha hoping to get... man, what was it? There was a Pokemon that I really liked. I don't think it was an Esper, because I think if it was an Esper, I would have like dug in more, because Esper's like one of my faves. But it was, I don't know. It had just, they were all like really silly looking Pokemon. And there was one I was trying to get. Maybe Wednesday remembers. But I got the Slowpoke. And he's still pretty funny. I like the Slowpoke still. So yeah, that was at the Pokemon Center in Ginza. I think in Ginza. And I also got a ticket actually while I was there. No, I wasn't a Dugong. Kevin, there's like a bunch of Pokemon Centers. They're everywhere. Let's see. I also got this while I was there, which was telling me that I could come back. This was on Friday that we went there, and they had just had a drop of a bunch of new like Evolution merch, and they said I could come back at 7:45 to buy some if I wanted to. And I was planning on doing that until I realized that it was Friday, and we were casting the world premiere of PTM that night. So I was unable to return and acquire EV stuff. So that's okay. I just got my Slowpoke and some dice and some other things. No, it wasn't a Litwick either, Bobo. Those are nice, like, random Pokemon to choose, but those are, maybe if we go through all, like, 900 of them, I'll remember. Let's just start rattling them off. It wasn't like a Wiglet. It might have been like a Clodsire or a Wooper, honestly. Like, those are pretty high up on my list. Big fan of Clodsire. We're big Clodsire fans here. Oh, Perfy, come on. You're too busy. Okay, so they also had some ZA keychains, and I actually tried this one several times. Let's see if I can find them. Oh man, I have some funny ones to show you guys. Some of these are ridiculous. These ones were everywhere though. I definitely saw. Oh, yo, I found it. I found the thing from the Slowpoke. Yeah, okay. I really wanted Goomy or Quagsire. These two were my top hits, but look at these guys. How would you not pull on this one? I don't actually think any of these are losses, which is why I didn't need to pull again. These are all so sick. So I was hoping for Goomy or Quagsire the most, but we got the Slowpoke, which is still good. Right, Perfy? Yeah. Cool. I'm glad I kept that. That was smart of me. For one time in my life. Let's see. So where are the other Pokemon in here? Oh my god, I kept all sorts of little bits. Here they are. I think these are... Nope. Well, here's one. So let's see. I got a Mega Ampharos. I got a Mega Charizard X. They had a Chikorita in here is the thing. And I was trying to get the Chikorita. But I did have to give up because I did not get the Chikorita. Unfortunately. I did get a Totodile. And Totodile is pretty good still. I accepted Totodile, but I wanted Chikorita the most. If anyone else was there and pulled on this ZA charm or keychain or whatever gacha and got Chikorita, let me know. But yeah, those are, I figured these still work pretty cool. Like Charizard and Ampharos are not bad. Totodile's good though. Okay. I pulled on a Final Fantasy pixel little charmy. It isn't even a charm. It's like a little, just a little like acrylic standee. And I got that character. And I got it and I was like, who the hell is this? And I think he's from Final Fantasy II, I think. And I looked him up and I already forgot his name. Oh, Kevin apparently knows who this is. That sounds like Kevin. Is this Bartz? Is that his name? Hold on, I'm gonna look him up. Is this Bartz? That doesn't look right. Maybe? I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, Guy. That's right. It's Guy. It's Guy. And it turns out if you Google Guy, you don't find the Final Fantasy character. Okay. Guy from Final Fantasy II. Yes. He looks very different in the, like, the more, I don't know, detailed renderings of him. He just looks like, I don't know. I guess he's named appropriately. He just looks like a guy. Bartz is Final Fantasy V. Okay. I don't remember those ones very well, obviously. This is Guy from Final Fantasy II, and I know a lot about Final Fantasy II. I never finished Final Fantasy II because I thought it was awful. I could not get through it. I'm usually a big JRPG fan, which I'll show you some other stuff that I pulled for. But 1's great, 4's great. 5 was cool, but I never finished 5. And that was a long time ago, so I forgot parts was from that. 6 is great, 7's great, 8's great, 9's great, 10's fine. 11 is an MMO. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it. 12 was cool. 12 was cool. 13 was cool. 14's an MMO. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Final Fantasy II is not good. Sorry. I don't think it's a very good game. So, yep. That is the very, very well-named Guy from Final Fantasy II. Okay. But, let's talk about RPGs that rule. Look at these. Look at these. We got some Dragon Quest. We got the classic Slime. And we got... Is this Miradros? Is this his name? Nimzo after transformation. Okay. This is Nimzo after transformation from FF5. So this is the like primary final boss of FF5 of DQ5. I started saying FF of DQ5. I love the Dragon Quest franchise, so I pulled on a couple of these ones because they were cool. But sometimes I can't keep the boss monsters straight because I just kill them, and then that's their name. Ambitious is a word with the combat system, Kevin. They yeah, I mean, okay, it's fair. They were ambitious with the combat system. But it wasn't good. It wasn't a good combat system. Story, sure. Like, I think that was a cool thing about 2 is they were pushing the envelope a little more on story to the point where you have characters that just die and whatever stuff they had, you lose. Because apparently when someone dies or leaves the party, you can't be like, "Hey, that's my stuff." I'm going to take it. Or can you give it back before you leave? They just leave. They just go on like, bye. Go, yeah, take my stuff. Yeah, no, that's cool. I didn't need that. And then you get a new party member. Like, I guess I got to buy new equipment. So that was pretty lame. Unlike these guys who are really sick. So we got these Dragon Quest gachas. Okay. I got to do this before Taylor leaves. They tried something new. It didn't work, so they went back to what did work. I think it's totally fair, Kevin. Taylor, you're still here, right? When I confirm that Taylor's here, we're gonna go ahead and show off this thing because I think he's gonna find this really funny. Yo, EJ, what's up? How's it going? EJ, I believe is the, because I just have your name here. I believe, though, we're talking Iconic TCG's creator. Okay, Bobo says present. Great. So, I finally found, I was looking the whole time for a Genshin gacha of some kind. And I finally found one. And so I pulled on it and I'm like, oh, cool, I got Raiden. And then we started looking a little closer at this. And we're like, wait a second. Why is she a horse? We got horse Raiden Shogun for some reason. She's got little horse ears, and she's got a tail, and she's got 4 legs. And I don't know what is this? This is so weird. This is like, and it's not even like Uma Musume Raiden. It's like, it's just if Raiden was a 4-legged horse. And I don't know what to do with this now. This is such a strange item that I acquired from that gacha. So, cool. Neat. We spent one day where we went to Shibuya. Oh, I don't have some of the things we got because Wednesday took them. They had a big, huge gacha, little gacha station at the top floor of Shibuya 109. Yeah, Centaur Raiden is, yeah, Tomo, exactly. A little cursed. It's cursed Centaur Raiden. But yeah, Shibuya 109 is this gigantic, like, 8-story shopping mall in Shibuya. Really cool. Lots of, we spent a lot of time there shopping. Lots of clothes. Like, it's very much primarily women's clothing. But we did some shopping there, and then found the gachas and did find some stuff that had men's clothing and stuff. But while I was there at their gacha machines, I got a little charm. This is the Shibuya 109 mascot, who is a little egg for some reason. Because, you know, Japan loves doing the little mascots. So we picked up a Shibuya 109 egg guy sitting on a little... Like, it's not a grave, but it kind of looks like it's a grave. Maybe it's a grave. And he's got the little 109 heart. So I just wanted to kind of remember going to Shibuya for the day. So I got that fun little charm. On our first day, when we got to Akihabara, we were exploring all the infinite anime merch stores. They all have tons of those. All these stores in Aki that are just selling secondhand anime statues and merch and very all range of items from, yeah, it's probably like a shrine or something, bird's eye. That probably would make sense. Actually, yeah, okay. So we found one of the first stores we went to. The secret 109 in his eyes are interesting. Oh, dude, I didn't see that. 109 is in his little cracked eggshell there where his eyes are popping out of. Nice eye. That's cool. Look at that mascot design, huh? That's nice. Well done, bird's eye. So one of the first stores we went to was this multi-story building. Like, I mean, all of them are, but tons of anime merch, tons of comics. I will say, not the kind that kids can read. or should read. Plenty of those. And then we had one floor where once you turn the corner, we found like cards everywhere, like all sorts of, a lot of the TCG places just have big vertical racks of cards that you can buy. And it's definitely like a lot of the ones we went to in Aki especially were less like a traditional like Western game store where there's like product everywhere and everything, and more like just selling premium cards. So this is one that was more like that. I'm sure they had some product in the back if you asked, but like just not a lot, just like very specific stuff. And while I was there, I did a pull. They had all sorts of anime sleeves as well. And again, not ones that I could purchase and show to you here. They had, yeah, R18 or 18 plus sleeve section for sure. But I did a pull on a sleeve gacha that had a Hoyoverse character sleeves, hoping to get Genshin ones or something. And these were SFW, safe for work. Well, as safe for work as Hoyoverse gets, I guess. But they were not like 18 plus sleeves. I just wanted to try and get like a, see what I got, just kind of for fun. And I got these, which are fine to put on stream. This is Vivian from Zenless Zone Zero. And unfortunately, I'm not a Zenless Zone Zero player. So, yep, I don't know. I just have these now, and I'm not sure what to do with them. Questionable intent. Yeah, lots of questionable motives. These are safe for stream. Yeah, well, some things are not necessarily safe for stream still, and these were a lot worse than things that might not be safe for stream. But I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just keep them out, just to have them kind of sitting around here for the background. But I did get, I got those. Unfortunately, not a Genshin character, even like an HSR character. I like a lot of HSR characters too. I just haven't played Zenless at all, and I'm not gonna start adding another thing like that to my life. So, yeah, got those out of that gacha. And while we were there, I found another gacha. Yeah. I guess that's what I can do, Alice. I can just oogle at them. I did a pull on a Freerin, little cute little charm thing. I found these all over everywhere. This also wasn't a super special one, but that was our first day, and I pulled on it. And I got Aura. I was hoping to get Freerin or Fern, but I got Aura, who's fine too. It wasn't one of the characters that I didn't care about too much, so that's cool. It wasn't like, I guess like I feel like Himmel would have been fine, but I don't think I really would have wanted Stark. Or, I can't remember his name. The guy who... The shorter dude. Axeman. Whatever. Can't remember his name. But I got Aura, who's cool. Cool enough. Cool villain. We went to a... Wait, what's that? Oh, yeah. At Ascent Aki, Jellyfish Girl, who we know from the Grand Archive community. She's a photographer. And she makes little trinkets and stuff. And she gave me this Astra pin, which is awesome because Astra is the coolest advanced element in the game. So that's really nice. So thank you again, Jellyfish Girl, for that. That was very kind of you. And I have to find a nice place to utilize this pin somewhere. And then let's see, I got a couple more gacha things. The last ones are... I got this one, I believe, when we went to a conveyor belt sushi place, and I found a Dandadan gacha, and I got a Momo, who was really sick. Really happy about that one. And then in Shibuya, I found this one. I'm going to put this one together. So they had one that had different Okaruns from Dandadan in like different kind of colorways. And I got this this blue one here, so let's just kind of throw him together as well. These were all like really cool. It kind of didn't matter which one you got, except there was one that had like a clear acrylic, and I thought that one was like cooler than the other ones. So I would have liked that one, but all the parts are like in kind of in individual sections of this bag, it seems like. Kind of hard to get out. Oh, I guess I have scissors. I'll use these. I'll be an intelligent human. Yeah, this is And assemble an Okaroon. How do feet work? That one should go there, is my belief, because of the toes. Nope, it fell off. Okay. Yo, check out the feet. If you are a fan of Okaroon's feet, I have the gacha for you. And hands. Okay, I can do hands correctly. What? Oh, the hand spins. Okay, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. The hand actually spins. I didn't expect that level of articulation with that. That's kind of cool. So because you assemble this one, though, it's actually got a little bit of articulation. Kind of rad. All right, there we go. So we made our little blue Okaroon. So I don't know what I'm going to do with some of these things. Like the charms, I'm going to find some places to put all the little charms. But this Okaroon, I don't know. He might hide in a backdrop or something. Make a little shrine of these things somewhere. Except his arms keep coming off. I got to make sure they're tight on there. Yeah. And that's, I think, is that everything here? Like I said, there are a few more, but Wednesday stole them from me. So they're upstairs. There's some really cute, like, coffee cups that are cats and things like that. But I expected to do a lot of gachas in Japan, and then I did. So yeah, I got exactly what I expected out of it. Okay. So with those all kind of looked at, let's start looking at some of the card game related stuff that I picked up as well. So I got some interesting sleeves while we were there. Not the Vivian ones. I mean, I guess those are interesting. But I picked up a couple of kind of like cool brands just to like check out. So I got a couple of these. These are perfect fit sleeves. But these have curved corners. So they're kind of like Heavy Play's curved sleeves, except they're perfect fits, not over sleeves. So I figure let's just open this up right now and check it out. Here, I have the perfect card for this. So we got our Judge CSR Cosmic Astroscope. And we're just going to slip that in and take a peek at what we're dealing with here. But yeah, wow. I just thought these were interesting. I've never seen perfect fits like this that have the sleeve itself has fully curved corners on all edges. That's the Heavy Play curved sleeves are actually curved only on, I believe, the bottom two corners are also, I think. These are actually curved all the way to the top on all four corners. Yeah, card's beautiful, by the way, Alice. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, these are really cool, though. That's why I picked up 2 packs of these, because I don't know, I just thought they looked really neat. And yeah, it just fits. It fits really nicely there. Yeah, I thought it was just the bottom 2 for Heavy Plays. So that's crazy. These are, the brand is Kadomaru. And Kadomaru, based on my extremely high understanding of Japanese, means card round. Which is a fitting name. Because, yeah, these are indeed card round sleeves. So, the unfortunate thing is I only bought 2 packs of these. And, like, I don't inner sleeve stuff that often. But this is what I want to inner sleeve things with. I think that's so cool how perfectly these fit on the cards. That, like, these feel to me like the go-to inner sleeves now. Just admiring the card. Sorry. Yeah, these are sweet. Very cool. Very cool. Shout out to Kadomaru, to R-Line, I guess, is the company. Hey, if you want to sponsor me, R-Line, let's talk, huh? Let's get some more Kadomaru sleeves here. I also picked up these. This brand is called something. I don't know. I don't know what this one is called. Answer. Maybe that's the brand. Answer? I liked the shine and the color on this. In the West, we do not do sleeves that are shiny really anymore. Like, nobody's making shiny sleeves. There's a thing like Ultra Pro used to do a million years ago. But nobody's making sleeves like this, and I love this color, and I love the shine. And so I wanted to get these so I could use them on something. They fit about like how you expect. They get a little loose, even with the perfect fit in there. You can kind of see some of the bumps in the air and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I have no idea how these shuffle or anything. I just thought they looked nice, so I wanted to pick them up. Didn't some Riftbound sleeve get banned from play because of its glare? Yeah, maybe. I mean, could be. I don't know. I haven't been paying like super close attention to what's going on in the Riftbound world. I'm just waiting for them to give us our damn allocation numbers for Spirit Forge so that we can get information to everybody who's asking for it. I picked up these at the Square Enix store in Akihabara. These are amazing Dragon Quest playing cards, and I fully intend to use these. So I'm gonna open it up right now and show you guys these. Yeah, exactly, Alice. A nice teal. God, I just wish I bought more rounded perfect fits. Those are so cool. But yeah, let me show you guys these, because these are sick. These playing cards are amazing. So for anyone who's nostalgic for Dragon Quest 1 or Dragon Warrior as we knew it, so these playing cards are just sick. They have the different monsters as if you're encountering them in the game, like in the sort of the environment they were in. I think in this one, like this is a battle scene, but it's interesting that for these ones they put the background of like a dungeon. But I'm pretty sure in NES Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest 1, when you fought something in a dungeon, it was just a black background. So I think that's why they did that. And then they have like the stats of the monsters as well, which is just cool. And then they get stronger and stronger. And they have some different NPCs. The queen is the princess that you rescue, and then the king is obviously the king. And they have you like carrying the princess through different areas. That's really sick. I think, yeah, the king is saying different things on the different kings as well. And then the jokers are the Dragon Lord and the second form of the Dragon Lord. So that's really cool. Good thing nowadays exporting this to Japan is somewhat streamlined, more so than previously available. Yeah, I mean, I might have to, if I start using those Kadomaru sleeves, I might have to track more down because they're nice. They are, they're pretty rad. So I had to pick those up because they just look fun to play whenever you play like a regular old card game, a non-collectible, a non-trading card game. Well, folks, let's open some stuff now. We're kind of down to, I picked up, these are not like exclusive to Japan or anything, but I saw these Renoa sleeves and I still intend to make a Renoa commander deck for Magic, even though Magic annoys me a lot. They just released a scene bundle that had a really sick Renoa and some actually good FF8 cards. And so I figured I'll at some point I'll throw this Renoa deck together. So I bought these sleeves to use with it. But I'll have to oversleeve them because they're probably absolute garbage quality. I would assume they are. Okay, so here's what we're talking about, folks. So we have the box of Dandadan to open. Yeah, Ellis, that Renoa art does totally rule. We have the box of Dandadan. We're going to open that last. Instead, we're going to start with these. So what I have here is a pack of, I cannot remember the name of this. It's part of Shrouded Fable, I think, in the US. Let's see, what's this one called? I bet someone's, before I can pull it up, someone's gonna like already have the name of this, but I'm gonna try and find it anyway. Okay. This isn't Terrastal Fest. This isn't updated. What the? This is Stellar Miracle. Okay. So I have a pack of Stellar Miracle, and I got this because I did a, it wasn't quite a gacha, it was the spinny ball game at a shop that sells Pokemon cards. And I was trying to get, and they had Pokemon in One Piece. So a lot of shops in Japan have specialized in just a couple of games. So they had Pokemon in One Piece, and I spun the ball thing, and I got the white ball, the worst prize. So like, here, pick a bad pack. And I'm like, okay. So I grabbed Stellar Miracle, because I didn't know what was in any of them, really. I didn't remember what was in which Japanese pack. But yeah, I got this to open. Then we also are going to have 2 packs of Osaka, which is a game that has not come to the US at all. And I thought the Osaka cards looked nice. So I grabbed these Spy Family ones, just hoping to open something cool. These were the last 2 packs. I would have bought a whole booster box, but they just had 2 loose packs. This was a card store that we went to in Ueno. So just north of Akihabara, basically. There's a section of the city called Ueno. And we found a shop there that was a lot like a Western TCG shop. They had tons of different games. They had lots of supplies, lots of products, and they had a Pokemon tournament running at the time. And so I loved that shop. It was really fun to look around. That's where I bought all these sleeves. That's where I found the Kadomaru sleeves and these teal ones. And then I found 2 packs of Osaka Spy Family. So we're going to open those up and see kind of what's in there. And then we're going to open the Dandadan box. I'm trying to correct how I say the name because it's supposed to be Dandadan, and I just got used to calling it Dandadan because Dan's my name, and it thought it made sense. But also, when I say Japanese names closer to correct, then I get positive comments on my videos from, I've learned that I have a Japanese audience who likes when I say things closer to correct, so I'm trying to. Anyway, let's start with our pack of Pokemon Stellar Miracle and see what's inside here. See if we get anything cool on our one random pack, which we probably won't, but you know, who knows? All right, so we have a Purloin. I had trouble discerning what this was from the art right away. We have a Mienfoo. Yo, Ellis, that's a sick idea. We have an Applin. We have a Clink Clank holographic. And we have a Mienshao. So yeah, nothing. Nothing in that pack, as expected. And that ends our Pokemon segment of the stream. Hooray. All right. So, okay, so for Osaka, like, what even are the pull rates? What am I looking for in here? Booster box hit rates. There are 12 boxes in a case. Per case, there's 1 sign card and 2 to 3 SR+. So, I think I think it'll be pretty obvious if we have any of that, I guess. Oh yeah, apparently for Osaka they also have My Dress Up Darling, and I was seeking out either like Spy Family or My Dress Up Darling boxes, but I never found any while I was there. Otherwise we'd be opening a lot more. But yeah, we're gonna open these up, and I guess we'll just we'll figure out what the rarity is and see what these look like. And hopefully on these 2 packs we got extremely lucky. Here are some Japanese words about pull rates, and it looks like it's stars. Maybe we're going to be looking for stars. 4-star plus, and then 5-star. All right. So Osaka has a really sick card back. Honestly, I adore this card back. I think this is so cool. I don't know if the hit's like at the back of the pack or something, but we have a Yor of some kind. We have Yor's brother, who I swear the name was there. Yuri. I found it. We have Yuri. We got a Lloyd. We have a little bit of Frankie. Some card code. We have Yor looking like she's about to kill somebody. We have the lad. You got sent some of those cards from TCG Player, and you asked me about them. Yep, they're Osaka. Why can't I think of his name now? Damien. We got Damien. We have an Anya. And we have, is this the same? No, this is a different Yuri. We have a foil Yuri in the back of the pack, which is a 3-star card. So nothing too special there, but maybe in the second pack. Maybe in the second pack we will have the huge hit. Lloyd. We got an Anya. I have no idea how this game works. I don't know anything about it. We have Yor. We have, I can't remember his name. Elegant guy. We have Damien's friend. No shot. I'm going to remember his name either. It ain't happening. Anya yelling something. Yor about to kill someone. And we have a 3-star Lloyd Forger as well. So nothing too crazy in this one either. Unfortunate. But I kind of figured. I bought 2 packs, and these are Japanese games. And Japanese games have just such, like, awful pull rates for things. Getting unique, cool cards, or they're always like, yeah, there's 1 per master case. And master case is 3 cases or cartons. Cartons, as they call them in Japan. It's like trying to open. It's like trying to open a Lost Providence. Am I right, guys? Except those are 2 every 2 cases, apparently, for some people. And then other people open 40 cases and get, what was it, 5 out of 40 cases, I think I heard some store's collective total was. But thankfully they're reprinting. That'll be good. All right. So folks, the big thing about Weiss is that Weiss has some high rarity stuff. We're very unlikely to hit it. It'll be pretty obvious if we do. But Dandadan had a little bit of controversy because their super high rarity cards do not have signatures on them. Instead, they had like quotes added from the show or whatever. And honestly, people are like mad. They're like, oh, I wanted the signature. Here's the thing. These cards aren't actually signed. They're hot stamp signatures. It's like Grand Archives, except Grand Archives CURs is a cool thing where they have unique signatures. At least they did in set 1. They still do that? I never open a CUR. I never see them, so I don't know. But they're at least uniquely hot stamp signed on the CURs. And then the other ones are all just stamp signatures. Like, it's cool. It looks nice. But it's not like it's not like an on-card auto like in the sports world or something where it's like actually like the person physically signed this thing, which is where I would think it's a big deal. In the case of this, if they just made them look cooler with like quotes, thank you ZX, appreciate that. Appreciate the confirmation. Then it's to me it's not that different between hot stamping a signature on and hot stamping a quote or whatever on. It's like, it's just a cool little addition to the card. So I heard that and I was like, I don't care. I still want to open one of the cool Dandadan characters. Momo or Okarun. I mean, obviously you want Momo or Okarun. Yeah, Perfy, I know you got an early day like every day tomorrow. But thank you for joining, Perfy. Appreciate it. But the single digits are more special looking. Okay, I actually did not know that. That's something from the collector side of thing that I just had no idea about. So thank you so much. That's really cool. That is very cool information. So yeah, if we open, you can get, I think it's just Okarun, Momo, and Ira. I think you can get in the version with the super shiny card and the quote and everything. That would be really cool. I did buy this box from like an official Bushiroad store in Aki, and so it wasn't like some random card store where they might have just pulled the box. I'm gonna assume. Night Perfy. I'm going to assume that when you buy from a random shop, there's a chance that they found hits in the case and then are selling soft boxes. And I'm going to assume that if I'm buying from like the official Bushiroad store, then it's, or like an official Bushiroad store of some kind, that it's less likely that they're selling me soft boxes. That said, I'm fully aware. It's possible I bought a soft box where they found the case hit and they're like, yep, okay, throw them on the shelf. So frankly, with that in mind, if we do pull something cool, it's like a miracle. But importantly, for our chill, smaller stream, y'all will be here to witness if something really cool gets pulled. We start with a box topper card, which is just a neat looking card of some kind. Weiss doesn't have like action points or anything, so honestly, I'm not totally sure what this is, but it looks cool. Hey Domingo, how's it going? If we do have like Weiss stalwarts in chat, maybe you can let me know what I'm looking at there. I don't really know, but it's not like an action point or anything, so maybe it's a first player card or something. This obviously says something, but I can't read it. So not sure, but that is the box topper. Here we have a look at the different rarities. And what we want to hit is the secret. That would be obviously the big champ. Going second card. All right, hey, cool. I got my Weiss fans in here. Katori, yo, how's it going? Point Blank. Welcome, folks. Appreciate you swinging in here tonight. So we want to hit the secret or the triple rare, and I believe the secrets are the triple rares, but with the added quotes on them for this one. But I'd be happy with either one, honestly, but obviously secret would be insane. And if I do hit a secret, I'm probably just going to get it like slabbed and keep it as like a cool item, just to protect it mostly. So we'll see. All right, let's open our first pack here of Weiss Dandadan. And we're going to hit Grandma and, boy, I'm so bad at remembering these names unless I'm like actively watching the show. It starts with a J. Name starts with a J. Something. Ira. Okay. Cool. We got a little Momo. Where's rarity on these again? There it is. SR. Got an SR Momo to start. First hit. We have these dudes. Hell yeah. GG. Thank you, Katori. Appreciate it. We got some Momo. We got our climax card because Weiss Schwarz has you climaxing all the time. And in this case, it's so appropriate for Dandadan because Ira's going to grab the golden ball when you climax. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yo, Kevin, metal Kickstarter Lorraine slabbed. Oh, yeah, I should find where my slab is. I got a foil Arasana level 1 slab. Sylvie grading slabbed in Aki. Second pack. We're looking at some creepy fella. We're looking at Baba. Little bit of Turbo Granny here. We're looking at yeah. Yep. Love Dandadan, by the way. If you haven't watched this, show is absurd and fantastic. Okaroon. We got Momo. We got Okaroon. We got our rare for the pack, which just has like rares and Weiss just have like a little bit of a hollow applied to them. Got Okaroon here. And we got our climax card. Metal cards don't count since they're not playable. So Domingo, I did not find any Weiss Rosé. Isn't it? It's like Rosé, I think. I didn't find any sets that I wanted to take home. Like, believe me, I thought about like a Weiss Rosé. I thought about Lychee Overture. I thought about taking some of that stuff, but it's also like, I don't feel like I can necessarily do a stream with those. But I did, like, I thought about it. I did think about it. Ira, Momo. Oh, the family from season 2. Grandma, we got, with the alien, what's his name? It's living with them. And, I want to get a Chiquitita. Do they have a Chiquitita card? Chiquitita rules. Ira. Ooh. This is the demon before Ira, not the spirit before Ira takes it. And that's actually a really sick looking shot. That's a sick shot for the Ira climax. That's really cool. If I'm not a coward. It might have to be just on a different streaming platform, Taylor. We'll start an OnlyFans just so we can open Lychee Overture and Weiss Rosé. That would be really funny. We have a Momo. We have... What is this? What am I looking at here? Thinking about it as points in yearbook. Yeah, so I was holding, Domingo, I was holding a box of Interspecies Reviewers. And I was like, I know what this is. And like, I was tempted. But I put it back. I put it back. I almost got it. But yeah, no, I put it back. We have a Momo. We have an Ira. We have an Okaroon who is not wearing clothes here. Which is, this is getting a little dicey, but that's okay. We have Momo. Yo, we got a sub. Welcome. We have Momo. We have an Okaroon in his transformed form. Rare card. And then a Momo Climax. Crab alien thing from when other aliens flooded the school. That sounds right. That sounds right. We're out here just hoping. We're hoping to get lucky. Yo, let's go. This is before he became their friend. And he was just punching. He was a punching man. That's sick. We have Momo. Seriously, if you have not watched the show, highly recommend. Oh, cool. We got a nice looking SR Ira. That looks rad. So we got an SR Momo and an SR Ira so far. Didn't want to explain the cards to customs. Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. We have the like splash art card. Ira, Momo, and then another Momo Climax. We have, yo, how sick is this character, by the way? We love when our mannequin is involved. We have Turbo Granny beating up Okarun. Top tier. Ira. So the two forms of Ira when she's got the she's transformed, right? There's when she's like really cool and really sick, and then whatever's going on here. So there's our rare Momo. Momo. That's Momo, right? Her hair's just so long looking there. Gigi. And then Gigi Climax. This one, I think I'm putting like some different rarity cards in the wrong piles here or whatever, but I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Grouch, it is not complete. It's ongoing. They've had 2 seasons so far. And it is 100% worth your time whenever you decide. I know some people like to just watch things when they're finished. Whenever you get to it, totally worth your time. Ira, Okarun, Momo, an Ira card, an Ira card. I mean, I can't read what the card titles are, sorry. So I just go, yep, that's Ira. Yep, that's Momo. It's just, it's very wild. It's very anime bullshit like the whole time, but it's super fun. Looks fantastic. Super fun premise. Characters are great. There we go. Sorry, this is the running one. The other one wasn't the running one. This is the one who runs, and I absolutely love that dude. We have some wild stuff here. There's the another drawing of Turbo Granny. Momo, Okarun, and then yeah, the climax is from the opening of the show. These are such cool shots because the intro is so sick. I mean, both all the intros for the show are sick, honestly. Especially, I mean, we love the Creepy Nuts song, right? Creepy Nuts song is fantastic. Okarun. There's Dancing Turbo Granny from the opening. Oh, is this one? That's not her maid cafe outfit, is it? I don't think so. Turbo Granny. Got a rare Momo and then a Momo Climax. Just a few packs left here, so, you know, not looking good. Not looking good for the rare hit, but we're just hoping. Gigi, Ira, Creepy Dude, Momo, Almost Naked Okarun, Turbo Granny. We have Okarun and Momo. Very sick. Yeah, Card Game Crypt. I was in Japan and it was very sick. Okarun and Momo. We have, what, 2 packs left? Can we do it? Last pack magic here. Last 2 packs, second to last pack right now. It would be pretty cool. Momo's, Momo's friend is like Gyaru style. That's a cool looking Momo, but it's not the rare Momo. There's the Okarun. All right, here it is. Final pack. We need the last pack magic to be able to hit the juice. Ira. We got something cool. We got an SP. We got an SP of Ira's Spirit Demon. All right. Well, yeah, at least the last pack had something sick in it. So there we go. going through these Rosé sets, and they're not that much worse than random Weiss sets. They're really not. Like, the Rosé's not, like, that bad. But yeah, hey, we hit an SP. All right. So there was something cool in that box. That looks nice. The foiling is very cool. The foiling on Weiss cards is usually quite good. So, and I like, this has like a red, I'm trying to show this off nicely. You can see it's got a red stamp on top of it. A red foiling. Yeah, hey, we got a hit. We got a hit. And actually the pack had the non-SP version of that card as well. That's really funny. That was one pack. Had both of them. All right, there we go. And that is our climax card. All right, so yeah, box had an SP, and then these were 2 SRs. The Ira, and then the Momo. Obviously, you know, want to hit the triple rare or the secret, but it was one box. It wasn't going to happen, guys. That's pretty unlikely. I think it's 1 secret per master case for like 3 cases or something. So he's never going to find him. Yeah, so I wanted to pick this up because the English version Bobo is going to come out in January. I think like mid-January or whatever. So I just wanted to open it while it was kind of like a little more exclusive, and obviously it'd be cool to hit if you hit like one of the quote ones or whatever. It'd just be cool to have like the Japanese version, I feel like. But nope, not crazy lucky here today. I'll just have to stick with buying a single pack of Phantom Monarchs earlier and hitting a Neos site. That was my luck for the day. Domingo, don't really collect Weiss anymore. Haven't been happy with their high rarity art and lack of SIGs for some cards, but still fun to open. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't love the game. Just to be frank. I don't love the gameplay. It's like whatever to me, but like I think the cards look pretty cool. I don't mind picking some up sometimes just to collect. Yeah, I know some people are fans of the game. It just like doesn't totally click for me. Doesn't have the elements that I'm like looking for in a TCG. But obviously a lot of people enjoy playing it. And then collecting is a big thing for Weiss. Just because they have so many different franchises and stuff that you can pick from. We might open more Weiss at some point. You know, might open some Union Arena at some point in the next year. Just kind of depends on what we got going on. But yeah, I just wanted to share like some of the stuff that I picked up in Japan and open that with you guys just as something kind of fun to do. I think that's like mostly what I had. I want to mention one thing just for the people who are here. Never got Steins Gate in English. True. Yeah, they keep a lot of Weiss sets don't make the jump. Don't make the jump over. So for people who are curious or interested, I got a box from Upper Deck. I got a box from Upper Deck just in today. It finally made it here. So you guys can look forward to a Rush of Icor video coming soon because they sent me these art sleeves that have the card back. Yo, I want some Osaka card back sleeves. And they sent me a box of set 2 called Merciless Battlegrounds. Look at that. Look at Anubis flexing. And then this Aztec guy. He's a crocodile. And he is going to eat you up. And we can collect Scrollwork variant cards. I have not played Rush of Icor since Gen Con. But we did that stream. We had a fun stream. Cracking open Neopets and then Rush. And then they asked me if I wanted to open another box. And I was like, all right, sure. I mean, Rush is kind of cool. Sobek. Yo. I love when people have niche mythological like lore drops. Like they just know mythologies, of classical mythologies for different places. Probably not Sobek, that's Egyptian. Oh, okay. All right, well, fine. I love when people make it up and don't actually know, but pretend that they do. I assume this is Anubis. Isn't this Anubis? And then this is some, like, Aztec dude. I don't know. But yeah, they sent me a box to open, and rather than do an entire live stream for one booster box of Rush of Icor, I figured I'll just actually record a video opening it, throw it on the channel. It's probably not going to be like a top performing video, so YouTube minded people might say, hey, you probably shouldn't make that a video and post it on your channel when it's just going to perform not as well as other stuff, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because the game was pretty fun to open. I would not mind opening another box of this. Wield the might of the gods and command your armies with this exciting expansion as you raid for the power of the Icor. Use booster cards to collect new champions, exciting spells, and powerful infusions to battle your way to victory. 9 cards in every pack. That is Rush of Icor Merciless Battlegrounds. So coming to a main deck near you. What Smite and Age of Mythology does to an MF? Pretty sure that's Renekton. Alright, let me type this in. Yo, from League of Legends? This is actually a box of Riftbound? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just going to make it Card Game Crypt, no worries. It's just Ikoria rebundled. It's, I don't know. I guess I was gonna blast Magic, but Ikoria was a cool plane actually. I don't have any qualms with Ikoria. So I'm not gonna blast Magic for no reason. But Rush of Icor was fun to open before, so I will not have a ton to say, or I'm gonna just sound like a fool. But we'll see. Upper Deck about to be on the wrong end of a Riot lawsuit. I'm pretty sure Riot took this idea. Okay, hang on. Aztec Crocodile God. His name might be Sipactli. Or his name's something. He's some kind of a crocodile, and he's got some kind of a name, and it might start with a C. That's where Godzilla is. True. Hey, we've been watching Kaiju number 8 lately as well. That show is very fun. Sobek's Egyptian. Sobek's Egyptian. This guy, this is not Sobek. Look at this headpiece. No shot. This ain't Sobek. I refuse to believe that. Hold on. I'm going to get the answer. Because I'm sure there's a Rush of Icor card database. Right? This is a game where it's got a card list. Rush of Icor cards on my.upperdeck.com. And all sets. Merciless Battlegrounds. Okay. We're making progress. They have a new Amaterasu for the Japanese faction. There are 19 pages. Okay, hang on. This is probably a what's it called in this game? Not a champion. This is an avatar. I'm not reading chat. You guys, I'm going to get you. This is not Anubis. This is Seth. Enigma of the Red Land. And this guy is not an avatar, actually, from the set. Yo, these Japanese leaders actually look sick as heck, though. Oh my god, those look cool. Okay, hang on. He's probably a fabled champion then. Yes. All right. Now I'm going to check chat and see if you guys have the answer, because I have the answer. That's all right, Kevin. We're just about done here. Thanks for tuning in. This guy is named Cabracon. Cabracon? Quake Lord. He is the Quake Lord. He's a fabled champion in the set. And then this is Seth, who is an avatar that you can play as. There's also a new fabled champion for Amaterasu. And Homer. Oh my god. There's a Simpsons crossover. That's crazy. Polyphemus. Ramses the Great. We got Scylla. Tsukiyomi. That's cool. Susanoo. Shiba. The Aztec ones are crazy, dude. I don't know how to pronounce these, although Genshin Impact has made my life a little easier. Shibiquatlo. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, wait, do I have my website? Do I have my website ready? Yeah, hold on. I can pull this up. All right. There you guys go. Now you can see what I'm seeing here, mostly. Let me fix it. Okay. Look at this. You can get Shibaquialo. Shibaquialo or something like that. Here was, I'll show you here. Here, see? His name's Cabracon. He's the Quake Lord. And they have this like kind of foil effect going, which is kind of crazy. Socrates and Bill and Ted, they in there? It would be so sick if Bill and Ted were in here. No, they got Charybdis and Scylla. They got stuff like Odyssey stuff in here. I think Odysseus was in set 1. Python and Pythia. I don't see Bill and Ted, though. Kind of thought there should be a Bill and Ted here. Watatsumi? Watatsumi, like the island in Genshin Impact? Crazy. You can get Kebsenwef. Yep, you can get that card in here. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna open this up and we're gonna get a couple of these champions. Is she cool? I like her art. She's cool. Pay 2. Do some mechanic that I don't know. Scrap 2. Probably mill 2 or discard 2 or something. I don't know. You may add a Japanese champion from among the scrap cards to your hand. I bet it's mill 2. Pay 2 to mill 2. And then her rush abilities, you give up 3 of the resource to win the game with. And then until end of turn, whenever you summon a champion from your hand, you may summon target champion from your graveyard with the same influence cost. That's actually pretty strong. Seems pretty cool. This game has white borders, which is wild. The Chilean game Mitos y Leyendas, with the same theme, had white borders on their first reboot. That is funny. Oh, you're right. Socrates. My bad. I was not reading it the correct way, the way that Bill and Ted read it. Yeah, anyway. That should be fun. And there's apparently, actually, can we see the high rarity stuff here? Are these the scroll work? Or is this what they call the scroll work ones? It's just got like a little pattern on it. Yeah, these are scroll work. So apparently these are like the things to chase. These they've got a little pattern on them. Maybe it's like a cool foil. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm very curious. Or you can get one of these infusions. The Bronze Sword of Ramses II. We can get our crocodile friend with some little scroll work things. What does this do? Choose an allied player. Until the end of this turn, the summon abilities of champions that player controls trigger twice. Oh. Oh. Summon. Heal 1 from all allied damaged champions. Each champion healed this way gets +1 raid until the end. Oh. Okay, we're healing. We're healing. We have the Night Realm. Shibalba, Frightful Realm. Okay. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, we're gonna do a box opening of that. Feel free to swing back, check that out if you want to. I might actually just do that right now and then try and get that posted. If you're interested at all, definitely check it out. It should be fun, even though I have no idea what I'm dealing with or what I'm looking at. Otherwise, thank you all for tuning in tonight's chill stream. We opened some stuff. We got some we got some Dandadan. We got some nonsense today. We got these. We got these, which are cool. We got some cool stuff, and you guys got to enjoy my gachas. This game does have sick art for real. It does. I really like the art in Icor. I agree. Nobody anywhere in my local store has at any point ever asked me about this game. So I don't know. I don't know about its future, but it's gonna be fun to open. And maybe I'll build a deck and play with someone someday. But all right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Have fun. Tune into the Grand Archive stream next Sunday. It's going to be really sick. You are going to want to tune into that. Oh, I never actually transitioned. Sorry. I was just talking at the empty screen. There. That's what we opened. All right. Bye, everyone.